You are blocking yourself from your full potential without even knowing it. Anything is truly possible. In reality, we're capable of anything, but we put ourselves in a box. We were raised to think about what we should do and not what we can do. Our imagination became stagnant and limitations were created. It's almost like you have two personalities. One of them sets goals and works for them, wants to improve, and has a grand vision for the future. We all have an idea or a dream in our head of where we want to end up. A voice in your head that keeps you in your comfort zone, holds you back from seizing opportunities, from putting yourself out there, and becoming the highest version of yourself. This hidden personality wants to keep you safe. It's a defense mechanism that wants you to avoid pain because low key, it associates making massive changes with pain. Our subconscious mind can play tricks on us if we don't control it. We push and push towards our goals, but we're constantly met with resistance because we don't realize that we need to change the inside to change the outside. Our subconscious may remember past negative experiences and wants to keep us from hurting ourselves again. It blocks us from going all in on that grand vision for our future. Our subconscious mind can keep us in a box as make-believe boundaries that separate us from our potential. These boundaries could look like imposter syndrome, fear, anxiety, and procrastination. It really doesn't make sense that things that happened in the past need to hold us back today, but it happens without our awareness. This video explains how I started breaking the self-imposed barriers that I created in my mind. How do limiting beliefs actually form? A lot of us are carrying around huge amounts of unconscious shame. This is a belief deep down that I am not good enough, that there is something wrong with me. I might have had a situation happen in my childhood that destroyed my natural confidence, which created a belief so deep that I don't even realize it. I have an unprocessed emotion that there's something wrong with me that holds me back in every current circumstance. Maybe your parents never supported you. Maybe they always pointed out what was wrong with you and were constantly trying to fix you. Or they always got angry every time you messed up. And now you always have to please everyone for the fear of someone getting angry at you again. Maybe they were still wrapped up in their own unprocessed baggage that they constantly projected onto you. We get in life a direct reflection of what we think we deserve. If we feel deep down that we are broken, that we need to be fixed, that we are not worthy, we'll self-sabotage any goals that we set for ourselves. We'll block ourselves from opportunities that would lead us to fulfilling our potential. When we fail, we confirm this belief. See, I knew I wasn't capable because I messed up. Because the truth that we have subconsciously agreed to is that we are not worthy or capable. But the thing is, beliefs are not absolute truths. We just think they are unchangeable. A belief is an acceptance that something is true or exists. In reality, we can choose to believe anything that we want. Our beliefs create our reality, so all we have to do is mold our beliefs to create the life that we desire. Unconscious shame can also look like being caught in negative cycles and constantly stuck in negative patterns. Do you ever get on a train of positive habits and you feel yourself building momentum in the right direction, only to just fall right back into the same old patterns? Why can't we ever break through and make the change that we know we're capable of? When you first start changing your life, it's easy because you're super motivated. Then the motivation wears off and you're like, I'll go back to this old habit just one more time. I deserve it, right? When you start to step up, life will test you to see if you really are who you say you are. When you stay disciplined and you break the cycle of those negative patterns, you hear the old habit calling out to you, but you ignore it and you push through anyway. You shift the momentum even more in the positive direction, and then you start to be rewarded. And the more you do this, the further you confirm the belief that you are who you think you are. The actions we take every day either align or deny with that vision we have for our future. That's why most of us are living incongruently, because our actions, our decisions, aren't fully aligned with our potential. The first step to rewiring these limiting beliefs is to become aware of them in the first place. The issue is that we really aren't even aware most of the time that these are lurking behind the scenes in our consciousness. Examine how you talk to yourself. When you notice any self-limiting beliefs or thoughts pop into your head, Try to pinpoint exactly what may have caused them. Realize that it's simply just a belief. It's an imaginary block that we create in our heads. Beliefs can be easily changed over time, and our entire operating system can be upgraded if we commit to it. You can choose to unattach your identity from that belief.
I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything.
Now you become aware that you're being held back subconsciously. The next step is to attack that limiting belief. You're not just going to sit back and let it control you, right? You can't just remove a belief. You need to replace it with another one. Ask yourself, is this belief actually true, or is it only based on my perception? For example, you might say, I'm not good at speaking any other language besides English. Instead, the true belief should be, I've never put serious effort into learning Spanish. I can really learn it if I put my mind to it. This works for anything else in life. The one I hear all the time is something like, this seems like a good idea, but I'll probably mess it up anyway. Now, you'll hear a lot of people talk about using positive affirmations to change your beliefs, and I think they can help, but I don't think they truly solve the problem. It's not enough to just use positive affirmations, because if your subconscious doesn't believe you are worthy, for example, even though you tell yourself, I am worthy over and over again, it won't stick. It won't become a new belief. You need to prove to yourself that you are worthy. Business guru Alex Hormozi talks about building a stack of undeniable proof that you are capable. Target a fear or anxiety that you know is holding you back from your potential. For example, you might be afraid to speak in front of people. Push through and put yourself in uncomfortable situations for you to face your fear. The more you speak, the more comfortable you get. Talk to the cashier. Speak up at work or school. Start a conversation with someone new. Try to do one uncomfortable thing, no matter how small it is, every day. If you mess up, be proud of yourself for pushing past your comfort zone. Pick yourself back up and try again the next day. You can literally develop any skill or trait with practice. The more you do this, the more you install the new belief that you are capable of something. Now, you can go about this in one of two ways. First, you can just use sheer willpower and you'll be super motivated at first, but eventually that motivation will dry up. Or you can have this image in your head of you being an impactful speaker or leader, what your life will look like, and how you'll be rewarded because of it. You can let that image drive you, the excitement of that desire, to push you past your comfort zone. And the times that motivation may be low, you can return to this vision to help you to not give up. If you have a vision in your head that really excites you, all you have to do is not give up on it. That's it. See what happens if you pick something, stick to it, and see it out through the ups and downs. Remember that rewiring your beliefs takes time, but don't give up. Keep staying consistent even if you don't see progress right away. Trust me, you'd much rather spend the time rewiring yourself than being stuck where you are and being unfulfilled and filled with regret for eternity. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment with any feedback, and subscribe to support the channel. Peace.